Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are unboxing and reviewing this Deco from TP-Link. This is a Wi-Fi mesh system, Wi-Fi 6 mesh system. This is the AX6600 tri-band system. The reason I picked this one among others is first, I like TP-Link company because they make really good devices at really good prices. That's one. Two, the design and style of this system, really nice looking. Three, the option that it includes in the back. It's two Ethernet ports. One of them is 1 gigabit. Yeah, it's not in the shot. So one of them is 1 gigabit and the other one is 2.5 gigabit. My connection at the house currently since 2018 has been the 1 gigabit. But since then, the capability of having higher bandwidth has been available. So I can do 1 gigabit, which I do now have, and I can increase that to 2, 3, and I think 5 gigabits. So between 1 and 2 gigabits is just $20 extra each month. So I might do that, but at this time 1 gigabit is doing just fine. But it's nice to see there is an option for 2.5 gigabit Ethernet there. It's also already included in here, so that's pretty nice. The other nice feature or advertised feature is the option or ability to connect up to 200 Wi-Fi devices to the system. So that's what really caught my eye. All other ones don't say this, 200. They may say 50, they may say 100, they may say 150. This is the only one that says 200 because it's AX6600, and so we'll see. This is just advertisement. Hopefully it works good. 2.5 gigabits wired speeds, as we talked about earlier, and AI driven mesh. That is a learning feature. The systems will learn your pattern of things and it will adjust accordingly. So it covers up to 6,000 square feet, ideal for 4 to 6 bedrooms houses. My house is not 6,000 feet, it's much less than that. It's 2,500 feet and it's 4 bedrooms. So this should be more than enough for that. It does say here it is compatible with Amazon Alexa, which I won't be using, but it is capable of that if you want to use it. It also says it has Home Shield, but I suspect this is a subscription-based software. All of the TP-Link devices have a 2-year warranty, as it says here. On the side, let's see. Oh, let me remove the nylon because it's reflective. That way we can read the box. Very good. So this was $250 after discount from Amazon, discount and promotions. So $250 is a good price for this system compared to other ones that were like 900 or 1,500, like the Orbi, or Asus have a really nice one that has some LED lights and stuff. This design is really nice, and the capability they list here are really nice for a price range of $250. The usual price is $350 to $450, but at some point I caught it on a good promotion and good sale at the same time with some money back from the credit card company. So it will result will be about $250 for it. Here are some more information. Wireless 4804 megabits per second on 5 gigahertz network, 1201 megabits per second on 5 gigahertz network, and then 574 megabits per second on a 2.4 gigahertz network. So one of those 5 gigahertz networks will be between the two devices wirelessly, but I won't be utilizing that. I will be using an Ethernet cord between the two for better stable connection, which will be a Cat 6 cable. So then that will free out the backhaul channel, which is the 5 gigahertz to be used by other devices. 4 high gain antennas, 2 smart antennas, one 2.5 gigabit port and 1 gigabit mesh protocol, KVNR, MU-MIMO, HT160, and a bunch of other information. You can pause and read if you would like. Let's see, the back shows you a picture here. So this is their, I guess, 6-bedroom house they are talking about. So I'm gonna be putting one like in the center of the house, and another one will be like in the corner of the top level, and that should suffice. Now I have only one in the center of the house. It's very good router, actually, one of the very advanced ones that I got back in 2018. It's a Netgear, what is it, AX6600 X10 Nighthawk. Very nice router, actually. Almost comparable to this, except it's a Wi-Fi 5. This is Wi-Fi 6. That's the only two differences. One difference. Okay, tri-band household, home shield. It has quality of service, comprehensive reports, parental controls, and network protection. Cyber threats to keep your privacy and connected devices well protected. Okay, so that's big information there. This is the other side. I think we didn't look at this one. Works with all Deco models, easy setup by Deco app, seamless roaming, connect up to 200 devices, and 6,600 megabits per second tri-band Wi-Fi dead zone killer. That's nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and open it. Here we go. Let's put the box in the back there. Okay. This is very white box. And here it is. They look like a piece of art. Okay. So there is the 2 ports on the back. And there is a green light there that lights up. And there is a sticker here that we would remove. And just power connection there at the bottom. So they look nice. Okay. There we go. So I bought a 24 port gigabit switch that I will be using, and that switch is a smart switch, so it has capability of doing port aggregation and quality of service. So I'll try to optimize that to give better connectivity to the NAS device that I will have and stuff. So one of the ports from here, from the main one of them will be, in from the modem, and then another one will be out to the switch, and then from the switch will go out to all devices, including the second one. So when you connect the two, it doesn't have to be direct connection. It can go through a switch as long as it finds its way to the device. So this is what's included. There is a, looks like an Ethernet cord and a quick installation. Let's see. Okay, that is it. There's nothing else. Okay. So this tells you some information here on the thing. So you download the app, turn off your modem, connect devices, then turn on the modem, and then finish setup. I guess what they don't mention here is you need to call your internet service provider to tell them about this, because if you connect these devices, most likely they will not get any internet unless the company knows the MAC address of your router, so they can whitelist it on their end and allow connection. Otherwise the firewall might block it. So that is a step needed to be done. You just need to call the internet service provider and let them know that you're upgrading your device, and they'll just ask you for the MAC address. Unless things change now since last time I've done it. That is a cute power adapter. Look at this. This is bulky and cute, but the wire is so thin. Oh, it's not even the shot. I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is a nice looking plug, but the wire is so thin, so hopefully this doesn't get worn out easily. And this says the output is 2.5 amps. Another one for unit number 2. And this is an Ethernet cord. Hopefully it's a Cat 6, or it doesn't say. It's fine. I mean, Cat 5 is capable of gigabit connection anyway, so this might be fine. But it doesn't say on it. All right. And quick installation guide. All right, so that is it for these two items. Let me move them in the shot here, so I'll have an idea. So this is all it comes in the unit, is these two things, and of course their power adapters. Alright, so I will read the user's manual and set it up and do some setup to connect other devices to it, and I'll come back with a little bit of more information on it, and we'll let you know how it goes. Thank you. Well guys, welcome back. This is the second portion of this TP-Link video. For the Deco AX6600. This is model X90. I've used it for about, I don't know, a week now. Yeah, about a week. Today is day number 8. It's early in the morning, so technically 7 complete days. But anyhow, to be honest, I didn't like it. This is more geared towards somebody that you know, plug it in, set it up using the app easily, and just leave it. And that is not me. If you are interested in having some configurations that you want to do on your network, this will not be it for you. So a few things that I would want to mention here. One of them is you can't have multiple SSIDs, multiple Wi-Fi network names to broadcast. It's only one, and that's it. You choose one, you choose a password, and that's all. You can't choose multiple ones. That's one thing. And then the other thing is it does not have a bridge mode, so you can only use it as a router or access point. To me, that was no big deal. I'm not going to use it as a bridge. Wasn't planning on it, but that just wanted to mention that it does not support bridge mode. It is mainly designed to be configured and managed and used primarily using the app, the Deco TP-Link Deco app that they have, which is nice, but when logging into the web page on a computer, you lack a lot of options. Like if you are used to configuring your own router using a web page, you will be surprised how this lacks so many simple functions. Very limited. I want to say very limited in giving you functionality. One of the things that I didn't like is that part. I can't make too many changes to it. For example, I can't change the Wi-Fi channel broadcast. So when it's broadcasting on one channel or another, I can't change it. Sometimes channels will interfere with other devices, electronic devices you may have at the house, like audio systems and Bluetooth, other things. So if they interfere, then you can change that on one of the two. Of course, the router should allow that. Other devices like a home theater system may not allow that option. So you are stuck with interference if that's the case. Another thing is the TP-Link account is required to set it up. You can't just use it without the account, which in many cases it is the norm nowadays, but before you can just buy a device without registering, without creating an account with the manufacturer. You can use the device fine and configure it fine too. When you are using the app, there is multiple times they show you advertisements to subscribe to some things. One of them is like the Home Shield function or feature. Home Shield is like their complete firewall, fully featured firewall that you could subscribe to, $6 a month or $80 a year, I think. But other high-end routers, when you pay this premium price, it comes with the firewall already fully featured. You just configure it and all that. So I didn't like that part. You have to pay to get the full benefit of having secure firewall on your device. I have multiple devices that continuously just disconnect and reconnect, disconnect, reconnect multiple times a day. And what is funny about this, those devices were smart switches, smart plugs, and they were made by TP-Link as well. So these were the CASA smart switches and plugs that have been working for 4 years just fine with my old 4-year-old router. Never disconnected or anything, but with this device they keep disconnecting, flashing red, flashing orange, and then they connect and disconnect again. Anyhow, it mentions here on the box that it supports up to 200 devices. I mentioned before it's Wi-Fi devices, but that actually includes wired devices as well. So not 200 wireless, 200 total wired and wireless. So I had a total of about 40 devices, including wireless switches and plugs and wired devices, and they were disconnecting. So I don't know, my 4-year-old router was managing that just fine. But anyhow, that I just thought I'd mention those things. One thing that I read about it online that I didn't care for too much is you can't disable DHCP. So you have to use the DHCP included unless you put the router in AP mode, in access point mode, which means you can't have routing functionality. So that's another thing is lacking. Quality of service, parental controls. If you want to use the fully featured parts, it requires subscription, so it's not free. And if you subscribe to those, I read this online as well, there is no refund. If you want to change your mind and get a refund for that, there is no refund. You can pay for it. If you don't use it, then there is no coming back unless you contact your credit card company. So that is my take on this. I used it for a week. The signal, on the other hand, I want to say the signal strength was good. So when I'm doing speed test on my phone connected to Wi-Fi using my 40-year-old router, I was getting about 300-400 megs up and about, actually maybe 200-300 up and about 400-500 megabits down. With this one, I get on both of them. One of them was upstairs in my office. Both of them do the same thing, and they were connected via wired connection, not wireless. Both of them do about 600 megabits up and about 900 megabits down over Wi-Fi, and that's very, very fast for Wi-Fi connectivity. So I give them that. That's very good, but I noticed it was lacking. As soon as I logged into the web page, and I was surprised by how lacking it was, I'm like, okay, I can't use this. I want to make some changes to it. I usually change the default IP address to something else that I put within range for certain VLANs and stuff like that, and this does not allow that. If it does, then I don't know where it is, but it didn't from what I've seen. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about this. I'm returning it to Amazon. I actually already started the return, and I'm putting it in the box, and they didn't give me the option to box it and label it myself. I had to take it to UPS store and use a QR code for them to package it themselves. They didn't give me the option, so I like usually to package the items myself, so I don't put too much work on the UPS guys, but they didn't give me the option, so it's going to UPS tomorrow, to Amazon. I still like TP-Link. It's good company, but I think this product was designed primarily for people that don't want to mess with it. You set it up, works, and you just leave it. Although I was reading online, many people were saying that even though it worked for a few months, then it stopped working. So I don't know. I'm not going to keep it for a few months. I went ahead and purchased another one actually from Costco. It's a TP-Link product, but this time it's just the router. It's called Archer AX11000, which I will be doing a review on soon. So after using this one, I think I'm not going to do any mesh systems in the future because I don't need to. The newer routers are very well capable of spreading the signal everywhere. Plus I have access points I can use. Anyway, I hope this is helpful to a few of you guys, and if you have any questions about this, please let me know. I would be glad to answer your question in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, found it useful, so it can be suggested to other viewers looking for the same topic. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.